Good morning, everyone. We are going to talk about Chapter 4, the process and overview. My name is Epian, and she's my partner, Isan. Now we are look is legend. This is the process of overview. First is developing your project proposal. When you finish this step, then quality control in here, and then developing your problem description. After you finish the problem description, the second QC in here will quality control your problem description. So next, you must following the object, and then presenting and analyzing your data. So in this, the last quality control in here, and the final part is the final work, like draft conclusion, define future work, presenting and define your work already, developing the final version of your report. And finally is your examination in the end. Before into our subject, we explain this legend. This is an arrow, 箭头, but we divide into two parts. It's convenient to explain our afterward PowerPoint. Now we are into our subject. The first is developing your project proposal. Like, what's the scope and the topic do you want to do? Or your idea, your subject area, you can write a short script of your initial idea to let your professor know what do you want to do. So when you submit your project proposal in the beginning, your professor will give you some suggestion to check your proposal. They will tell you your proposal whether it's not too simple, not too small, not too fuzzy, not too bored, and so on. So they will check in this first. So this is the first check in this step. When your proposal has been accepted, you may developing your problem description. You may following these three steps. First is search for information at the library, internet, or other sources. Second, develop the end on objects. You need to bring up how to reach your goal. So you must set up the aim and the object to let your professor know what's the aim and the object. Then the final developing argument to support your aim and the object. I think this three steps is as a reference for you. Your professor maybe give you some others suggestion to do this problem description. The second QC is focused on problem description. They will give some advice as well, and I think this checkpoint is important because it's the basis of our project. So it's the second QC in this state. Now my partner Isan will introduce following the object and the next and the afterward step.
Next, I will explain this step. Previous step has developed the project. This step is follow the project. In other words, you can embark on actually doing the project. Next, This step is presenting and analyzing your data. Firstly, you can collect the data. Then you can present the data, such as presenting the numerical data, use table and graphs. Finally, you can analyze your data. The outcome of the analysis represent your result. Next, this step is drawing conclusion and future work. You can obtain the conclusion by previous step. Then you can identify relevant future direction. If someone will continue the project, what aspect they can follow. Next, this checkpoint is the last quality control. I think the checkpoint let students complete first draft of their record for the supervisor. Then the supervisor will do quality control in the step. Next, you can present and defend your work already in the step. You get the valuable feedback from your examiner or supervisor in the step. Next, this step is developing the final version of your report. Previous step get valuable feedback. They can repair the final version. Final version of your report. You can improve shortcoming in the step. Next, this step is final examination. You can report your final version in the examination. Then, the examiner will recommend and decide your grade in the step. Thank you for your listening. Do you have any questions?
Or do you have any suggestion for our presentation for me, for ours?